All right, let's try this again. Um, I'll tell you, like, very annoying. Like, I'm sure everybody has issues with their internet. Like, you get like cable internet, you get whatever, and they charge you like through the nose for this cable internet, right? Like, and everybody in my neighborhood goes down from Cox Internet, and then the cable company fixes the internet, but they never tell you what they even did, what they ever did. I don't know if it's a ploy, like that they're up to something. I don't know what could have went wrong. That it's somebody's first day at the internet company and they flick a switch or something, and you're like, oh no, Charlie, don't hit that switch. Why'd you hit that switch? And then it just goes out, and then they fix it, and then they're just like, oh shoot, don't worry, internet went out. Like Charlie flicking the switches again. I don't know. It's just very annoying that they never tell you what's wrong, so you don't know, like, oh, they isolated and fixed the problem. I don't think they want to tell you that because they don't know what the problem is. Maybe I don't know what their deal is, but I definitely want to get like new internet or something. Like maybe I'll get Verizon or something. Anyway, so I went to this new alliance. So we're good now. We're back. So went to this new alliance, GRT. Let me go and show you where they're at so we could talk about it for a minute. Because a couple things I realized, like going to a lesser alliance that many of you may be at, that listen to this. And I can tell you that, like I noticed the train gets attacked constantly. Like, yeah, sure, you're getting your train, but, why do I keep doing that? You're getting your train, but it's getting attacked constantly. So I think you probably are all have that in common if you're in a lower alliance down here. I've noticed that the inactivity is wild. So the inactivity is wild at a lesser alliance. So I don't know. Maybe there's like I've never had so. First of all, I've never had so many digs in my life like that I've been able to get. I can miss a dig, log on, and still get the dig. Because there's not even 10 people that get the dig. So, like, if this sounds familiar at all, you need to get up to a better alliance. Like, so that's what I really want to talk about a little bit is for anybody who's in a lesser alliance. If you're scared to go to a bigger alliance, or you think you're going to get kicked out, or you're not strong enough, or well, I don't know, whatever the reason is that you might be avoiding the strong, maybe you feel like you're not active enough. Let's tell that. Maybe that's the number one thing. Maybe you feel like, hey, I can't be on all the time. These larger alliances want me on all the time, and it's not fair, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let me just tell you, like, at the end of the day, you don't need to be on all the time to be in a top alliance. You don't need to. You really don't. You can just collect things, here and there and get in. What you need to do is make sure you're contributing to the alliance. So you're doing your alliance stuff as far as contributions. You have to contribute to the alliance tech. That's number one. People are going to look at that. They're going to want to see, like, are you contributing? Are you actually taking the time to contribute to alliance tech? It takes 2 seconds. Log on maybe twice a day to use your 30 to contribute to the alliance tech, to use your gold. Make sure you're just doing that in the day. Versus. You have to be contributing to Versus. You just have to be. And it's not really that difficult to contribute to Versus, by the way. It's not. It's really not. If you just save and use... I'm watching this alliance, by the way, and like, look at some of the numbers that people are putting up in that alliance. Look at the Versus numbers that I'm seeing today. Look at this. 224 million. If you did that at a top alliance, oh my God, you would be a hero. You'd be a hero. Don't think you can't... the top alliance wouldn't love that. Jake Charlie, what's going on, man? Good to have you in. Look at 184 million. Like, even 65 million. Like, top alliances love this stuff. Love it. If you're thinking, oh, you're weak, whatever the reason is you think that you shouldn't be in a top alliance, I'm giving you reasons. Don't, because you should be. So those are a couple things. Like, you need to be contributing to your alliance tech. You need to be doing Versus. Now, those are bare minimums, by the way, guys. You can't. I agree with you. Stay in the alliance that's really low. If you can, at least do your alliance tech and do your Versus. That's bare minimum, because you're probably not going to chat. I've noticed that. There's probably like 4 people that talk, so you're not going to chat, which is fine. Again, it's just a thing that people look for. You can make up for some inadequacies at a top alliance if you're the funny guy, or if you entertain people, or you're just an overly nice person. Like, people will like you as part of just the family because you're interesting online and you make the game fun. So if you have a personality, then you can get away with some stuff probably in a higher alliance because people like that. So cool. So I'll say, like, that's okay, but really, you need to do that. You need to do the alliance, and you need to do the alliance tech. The third thing that you need to do, and there's really no excuse for it, guys. Come on. And I know this is something that will keep people away maybe from these top alliances. You have to kill. You have to go kill. And I don't mean that you have to be active on kill day for 17 hours and be a murderer like most of us talk about. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. But you do need to show up and just throw some troops. Show the alliance that you're throwing some troops, that you don't mind killing, and you're killing smart. Not like I see people killing Desert Storm, by the way. Not somebody who's just gonna go like, oh, I'm gonna throw 17 squads at somebody that's $80 million or $80 million. That's probably what they spent, but an 80 million squad, right? And then I'm just gonna lose all my troops and then say, hey, need a refresh. Somebody come in. I need a new person after 5 minutes. That's not playing like kill event. Like, you can go around and find the smaller alliances if people are unshielded. Just kill a little bit. Get some kills in, play for a little while, and boom, that's all you need to do. You can be in a top alliance, I'm telling you. There is no reason for you to be in the lower alliance, because what you're costing yourself is what you really need to look at. Like, what it's costing you to be in this and be in a smaller alliance. It's just terrible. Like, you're not getting as many alliance medals. The gifts are ridiculous. The amount of gifts that you get, I mean, really, like, there's hardly any gifts in here that I've been getting all week. Like, this is just, like, you look at how many gifts actually come in here from rallies that are run, and it's really, really light, really bad. Nobody's premium. So, like, it's okay if you're not spending money, but then don't team up with 90 other people that don't spend money. That's not wise. That's just not smart. There's so many people that are spending, even low spenders, mid spenders, there's spending levels all around. You don't want to get into the same alliance with everybody who's like-minded. That's the poorest vision in this game. If you just say, hey, I'm going to find 90 of my friends who don't spend money and we're all going to hang out because we play this game the same way. No, don't. That's a terrible strategy. That is an absolute strategy to not grow. That's what that strategy is. You can team up with anybody you want, but just mix it up. Just mix it up for yourself. And like in this game, these upgrades to move forward, they're money. Anytime you can get alliance gifts for free, that's money. Anytime the alliance is giving you things and rewards and you're getting higher things, it's all worth money. So don't get with 90 of your friends that can't win anything, that can't defend a train, that don't donate to alliance tech, which makes you stronger. By the way, the alliance tech is making you stronger. It's there's so many things in the alliance tech that's not built like in the alliance tech for these groups. For depending on what it is, this alliance has probably been here since like the beginning of 71. And there's so many things that you can get from contributing to alliance tech and building that out when you're in here. But it's just like, I don't know. I'm just some observations that I made. You would have a better game experience because, again, you don't have to. If you're logging on and there's constantly digs that haven't all been claimed, that's a bad sign. It's just a bad sign for any alliance that you're in. It's just a bad sign, guys. Like, digs are, and you ask any alliance that's really busy, digs are almost impossible to get. Even when you have minimal people on, you could have like 12 people online. It's still like, oh crap, I got to beat everybody in order to get this dig. Like, I mean, and people are like 20 deep, 30 deep. It's hard to get the digs, and in a really busy alliance. So, oh good, third to last, you're back. Glad to have you back, man. I think it's intimidation of a fast-paced alliance that might scare people. Right, and that's what I'm saying. And I totally agree with you, third last. I totally agree with you. People are scared off. There's no doubt people are scared and intimidated. They don't want to admit it. but they're intimidated by the way it is. But they reverse it is my point is they reverse that mentality and say like they're not welcome in, right? Like nobody wants them in. And that's not true. Like these larger alliances want activity. That's all they want. Like activity as far as alliance, I just told you. The activity, when they talk about activity, be active, I just told you. Like the alliance tech, they want the verses to be done and maybe just contribute to award day, right? Show up, contribute to award day. Season, if you look at the season awards and stuff, there's plenty of ways people contribute during the season to an alliance, right? So, yeah, there's tons of ways, but don't be intimidated by it. Like, join a larger alliance. You're stunting your game by just being isolated into these small alliances with 90 of your friends. It's a horrible strategy. Just don't do it. And I'm watching it happen over and over again. It's sad. I don't like it. Charlie, my main squad is missile, T10s. Every invading zombies week, I lose a ton of troops. Is there anything I can do to minimize troop loss? I tried tank this and I have much less troop loss. Okay, so Charlie, obviously you mean killing the larger dooms, right? You must mean you're killing the main ones. What level are you typically at, Charlie? Like, are you getting like, like one the larger ones? Are you getting like 110s, 120s? Like, what size zombies are you getting? 2. All right, you can solo a 115. Okay. Yeah, so that's mainly the problem is the way the zombies end up killing you is they slowly get larger as you kill. So when you kill one, it knows you can kill, like, let's say you go and kill a 90. It knows you killed the 90, then it gives you a 95, whatever. Then you kill that, and then it's going to give you, a higher zombies. So the higher you go, the more troops you're going to end up losing. Like it's like if you went and attacked somebody who's a 30 million squad, or you attack somebody who's a 60 million squad, you're going to lose more. So I mean, what squad what can you use to kill it? It was, what was funny is I think I forget the battle report. I have to find it and share it with you. Somebody was sharing it with me, and God, I wish I could find it on Discord because it's crazy. They actually lost more troops with their they had more troops killed with their guerrilla than when they didn't have their guerrilla. And they sent me the battle report of it. It was on here, and I'd have to find it. I'll look for a second to see if I can locate it. I probably won't because, God, I have so many messages, and I can't remember who I had that conversation with. But I'll find it at some point and share it because it was crazy. I was like, that's wild that the gorilla actually cost them lives. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but they tried 2 like back to back, and one was with the gorilla and one was not, and they actually had more killed with the gorilla. I will find that and bring it to a future live though, because I forgot about that. So what's funny is try it without the gorilla, Charlie. You have more people, more that killed, which is crazy. No, they had a large. No, it was high powered gorilla. Like I'll have to show you. It was incredible. They were just testing it out to see. They were testing out how they were having fun testing, like we always do around here, right? And they were just testing like exactly what you're asking, like what's the best way to kill zombies to have the lesser amount of deaths. And when they killed with their main squad, and then they without the gorilla, and then they killed with the gorilla, and with the gorilla ended up costing them more troops. Try it out. See the experience you have. See if it's the same. See if you end up with the same thing. When we have zombies next, I'm gonna try it. We didn't have zombies yet, so when we do next week or whatever, I'll give it a try as well to kill with it. But yeah, Charlie, I think like is your tank squad your main squad? What's your main squad at? Because it's a mix. I mean, like the zombies are always a mixed formation. So I imagine the least amount of deaths. Missile is your main. Yeah. So if you're finding that, try to do this, Charlie. Like put Marshall, hit it with your missile and see what you lose, and then put Marshall into your missile and see what it does. See if you lose less with Marshall than with that. Yeah, I would, and that's another thing. So I would do that. Vader in the house. Always good to see you, Vader. Yeah, try missile, Charlie, try missile, and then try it with Marshall, and then I would try it with and without Gorilla, and then see how you do. See how you actually are gonna do. Vader, did you win? Did you win, Canyon? I was able to do it 6 tonight because I wasn't in Canyon. I was just telling Vader, I'm over at GRT, and I was just talking about like the experience of being at a lower alliance. And man, crazy. Oh, that sucks. Well, still good honor points. So I would take out Fiona. Yeah, right. Yeah, absolutely. Take out Fiona, put in Marshall. And put him right in the middle, and see what happens, Charlie. Like again, experiment those two. Next time we have the zombie event, I'm gonna run all kinds of zombie tests because it's been a common question that's coming in. Yeah, Vader, it's not good. It's not good. And I mean, I was just telling everybody. Restate everybody of why you shouldn't be in a lower alliance, but it's just not good. There's very few, if you look at the messaging just today, like here's the alliance messages that happened. Okay, they just had Canyon, so I think they had like 26 people. But I mean, just the messages. So I was giving a bunch of attack tips. I was trying to help them. This is every day. The train just gets robbed every single day, except yesterday when I defended it. I told him I'd defend it today. The guy didn't reach out to me. I don't know if he's not aware of it, whatever. Another one was asking me how to fight in the war, so I was sharing how to fight in the war. And then you look though, and it's just the messaging throughout the day. I got out of work, and then it just started being. It's just like this was the defense of the zombies. But so obviously there's a lot of those. But I'm telling you, there's way more messages than were for yesterday. Like yesterday, I went to work yesterday, and I went to work, and it was like the morning. And I think there was a message, and then I had a bunch of meetings. I couldn't even get back on for like 4 or 5 hours to check. I went back on, and there was like 2 more messages, and it was just it was light. It was just very light. It is what it is. It's just inactive. But I was just saying, Vader, one of the things I think when we were talking, I was talking to them to figure out why you're in an alliance that's small. I think a lot of people feel like there's a lot of people in the server that nobody wants, and this is a gathering spot for people that nobody wants. And that's fine. If you'll play the game, nobody will. If you don't want to give to Alliance Tech, you don't want to play Versus, and you don't want to fight at all, then yeah, nobody's probably going to want you. Fair enough. That's 100% true. But then again, the server probably doesn't want you either, to just be honest with you. The server, you benefit the server enough. So a couple things, though, also that came out of being in the server that I wanted to touch on, or being in this alliance that I wanted to touch on. So that people don't know, and you should make sure everybody knows this because they didn't know this. So one of the things is they thought that for the server, we have a server war coming up, and we're trying to get participation for the server war. And one of the things that was said in the chat was, versus is important for invasion rates. So versus is essentially versus was just as important as the war. And I can tell you right now, and anybody would tell you on your server, my server, any other server, I would 100% rather have you not do versus at all and show up on Saturday for the war. I would rather have you not give a single point to versus for the week and show up at that war. So don't ever think that versus has anything to do with or anywhere near the importance of a war. Not even close. It's not even close. They're not even in the same realm. They're just not. They're just not in the same realm. I can tell you that, versus is a personal growth. It's an alliance. It's an alliance fun event. Like for an alliance, it's fun. How we're competing against this team. We're trying to get, the rewards. Haha, it's fun. And it's a camaraderie thing where you're working together to build up enough points. And then they give you rewards. Sure, if you win, you get rewards, everything else. It's a personal growth event, though. Let's just be honest about what Versus is. You should be opening your 7 boxes because it's or 9 boxes because it's a personal growth. It's for how you're going to grow. So for you personally, I don't recommend that you don't miss Versus. I wouldn't want you to not open up your boxes. But if you're going to compare them to the war, 100% I want you to show up at the war more than I want you to play Versus. So I don't want there to be a misunderstanding. People can lose defending, attacking, whatever. The reason why you're going to lose the war for sure is because you're not having participation. We learned that last week. And another thing, last week, I think there's this determination for people who don't always show up at war. They think that you lose because you have poor strategy or you lose, because of whatever reason, and everybody gets upset and whatever. From our case, it's really participation. Honestly, guys, it's really, if you watch any of our wars and what we display here, we match our strength numbers of the top are even. Even this week in the war, 107 has two people that are incredibly strong that normally any server would be jealous to have. They're 420 and 400. They have 2 VIP 18s, 2 of them. We offset that. We offset that. It's not the strength. It's not the strength at the top. And know this from any newer server, mid-server, anything. It's participation. You have to be able to get people to show up. And that's what 128 did last week. And that's why they're in the finals. And that's why we're not in the finals. And that's why we're addressing this and having conversations in our server this week. And why it's making people go bananas and why everybody's getting offended. And some people are like, I'm going to leave the server. And again, I can tell you, if you're not participating in that war, then you're not helping the server. Showing up for those server wars is a pride thing for your server. It's not just you. It's not like we're not all just sitting here. We all have family time. I'm quite sure everybody that plays this game, for the most part, has something that they're doing on Saturday, like Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday whatever. It's the people that are playing the game, that love the game, that prioritize the one day a week that we actually fight on. We say, okay, we're going to do. So whether we're with our wives or whatever, we take, some of the wars are very long. Some people can devote more time than others. Some people have things going on. You have family events. You got to go to your kid's baseball game or you got to go whatever, right? Family's more important in that regard. But at the same time, some of us can do it and you're just prioritizing, you're just playing to actually participate on Saturday. Saturday, and wherever you live, whether it's Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon, whatever. But you can't everybody has something going on a Saturday. It's not like everybody's just sitting there and they're the only thing I have in my life is last war. People have stuff going on, and you care about your server. You're participating in the war because you want to win and you mean something to your server. That's why it is. Yeah, Charlie, try that out. Let me know the results. I can't wait to hear it. What's going in? All right, how's it going there? Let's see. Do you think they are intimidated? Yeah, Vader, they are. We talked about that earlier too. 100% they're intimidated, and that's what I was trying to push off to people in these lower alliance. Don't be intimidated to belong to a top alliance. It could tell you, all of us that have been in top alliances, period, we want those players to come into the alliance, you're welcome to come in. Again, the only rules are you don't have to be active more than, for the most part, 6 days a week. You don't have to be active more than, 30 minutes. Really, like you just have to do your versus, your alliance tech, and then on that one day a week, just participate in war or kill event or whatever. That's all. And otherwise, we want everybody to be in these alliances. We prefer to have you there, because spreading out on a server, the alliances that are in these newer servers too, because I know it happens more often in the newer servers than our servers for activity. If you're in a newer server and people start spreading out doing their own thing in these in these alliances that are like 20 people, 30 people, whatever the heck they're doing. Oh my God. I mean, it's such a waste. I don't know what they're doing. It's almost like they're doing it on purpose to be antisocial or something. I don't know. They're proving that they can play the game different. I don't know what you're doing, but if you're in a small alliance that's less than, 60 even in a newer server, just combine. Just talk to another alliance and combine your alliances. Don't sit there and be in a small alliance that's doing nothing. It's just not worth it. Free-to-play Miller. Free-to-play Miller's over. Look at that. Been a while. You can have the best strategy, but if no one shows up... Exactly, Vader. That's the point. If you can have the best strategy in the world, but if no one shows up, you're not winning. That's 100%. That's 100% correct. But even this alliance tech, when you're going to give to your alliance tech, all you need to do is just give out the gold and get the 30. This builds over time. You just come in here and chick, and then log back off. Who cares? Like, it's all good. Just chip away at some stuff. That's all you really need to do to do that. Another thing. Couple things I wanted to discuss. So one thing is getting into season 5. We got a new update. Which is pretty cool. What do we got? 2 Vaders now? what do we got? What is this? What do we got? We're gonna be the Star Wars WWC stream over here. Okay, so city and bank rules. This is our new one that came in for an update for season 5. Fantastic update, by the way. So take a look here. So it says the battle durations for the cities are going to be 1 hour, right? Declaration period. If you have more durability, I love this straightforward rules, by the way. Absolutely love going into the season knowing rules, because one thing that everybody knows this game, it's hard to do it. Yeah, Vader. There's only one real Vader. If there's more, if you have any durability in there, and it's not 0, they make it very straightforward. And if anybody goes in the season knows that one of the worst things is not knowing the rules. How many times have you gone into a season and you're like, you're 2 weeks into the season and you're like, how does this work? How does this work? Do you guys know how to work this thing? What's this light? How do I keep this lighthouse on all night? Like, there's so many things that we don't know. So it's so nice to have these clear instructions and rules going into the game. I cannot tell you how much better it's going to make this season. So basically, just defending any of the city rules. If you have any durability left, you keep the city, right? And if you have no durability left, then your city changes ownership. Very simple, nice, easy to know. The winner, and this is awesome because they changed this rule. The winner now equals the alliance with the highest total durability damage, not just the final hit. Oh, that rings a bell, doesn't it, with all the seasons? That somebody can just get that final hit in and somehow they win the property. What a bunch of nonsense that is. So then final blow, they're letting you know if you land the final blow, ownership is not decided unless your damage total is highest, which is exactly how it should be. You do the most damage, you win the city. Great to see. Damage-based rule applies only to cities, not strongholds. So let's look at strongholds now. So the cities was a 1 hour battle. Strongholds can be up to 4 hours for the strongholds. Anytime the stronghold is out of protection, you still have daily attack attempts, and you still have daily attack attempts. After the battle, it enters a 60-hour protection. So not only going to be able to attack strongholds every couple days. It looks like 3 days. Victory condition. You must reach 100% occupation before time runs out. Now, this is important because when we get to this next section, this is going to stick out. So you got to be 100% in order to own the stronghold. No owner case. If unowned, the alliance with the highest progress at the end wins. All right, so you only must reach for victory, must reach 100% before time runs out. But if there's no owner, then the alliance with the highest progress at the end wins at the time. Okay. So now there's a couple questions to the reason why they put that in. And they say if a city or bank battle starts at 10:55 and the slot ends at 11, will it continue? No. Once the battle slot ends, the fight stops immediately. Immediately. So think about that. It ends when the 1 hour slot ends. The bank ends when the 4 hour slot ends. So here they're telling you, if somebody starts a battle with you for your city, and it happens to be only, like 30 minutes left or 25 minutes left, you no longer have to hold that 100%. You just have to run out the clock. You just have to run out the 25 minutes. It's no longer an hour. So if somebody tries to attack there, and you're going to have more durability than 0 when that clock ends, that's all you're doing. You're just trying to run out the clock. So now with the stronghold rules, if you own, it sounds like if you actually own the stronghold and somebody's trying to take it away from you, again, you're trying to run out the clock. You're not having to hold the whole time. You're just trying to run out the clock and not let them get to 100% on you. So it sounds like if there is no owner, the alliance with the highest progress at the end wins. That's what this is saying. So in this case, the battle ends right at 11, and it says even if ownership isn't decided, the battle still ends. So final rules, content, and names may differ in game, blah, blah, blah. So in other words, I love this too, by the way, because they basically, after telling you all the rules and making sure we're all on the same page and everybody knows how to play, they've done this every time. They'll say, just let you know, if we want to change any rule at any given time, that may happen. Like, that's really what it is. But it's good to know, like, going in, they're starting to tell you at least what the cities are going to be, how long, we know the rules, we know how long these battles are going to be, and how long we're going to have to fight and own these things. So I'm looking forward to continuing to get more of these. We're starting to know, like, what the train is, like, how that's going to work. We went into the banks and how the banks are going to, and how the banks actually work to go in there and put your money in. And now we know taking the banks, what's going to happen in order to rob a bank and what's going to happen in order to take a city. So all these things, I mean, it just, every time I read this, it just amps me up because it just sounds like a blast. A lot of fighting, a lot of war. Big fan of all of it as they continue to tell us. Another thing we have for people, they did give us an update on, and our Desert Brawl time changed. For those of you that haven't had Desert Brawl, you're probably going to have it at the same time. What they tried to do was put it at, I believe the time before they changed it now was it 13:30? Vader, do I have that right? Was it 13:30? Well, I don't know which Vader I'm talking to anymore. I guess the real Vader. Is it 13:30? I think it was the time. And now they moved it to 12. Now they moved it to 12. Starting this Friday. So they changed the time again. I guess people gave feedback. They didn't like the fact they were doing 13:30 server time. So now they just made it at 12 o'clock every week for the same time. And by the way, Team A and Team B for the Brawl fights at the same time. So there's not like it's not like you're going into two different ones to battle. It's all the same. It's all the same for that, which is cool. Another thing they added, which I absolutely am loving, is where is that? Where was that? Where's that calendar? I know they put it somewhere. Where did they put the calendar? Where'd they? I know when I click on it, I get the calendar, and I don't remember how I get to it now. It's in events. That's right. It's in events. It's in events. So they usually start it with this, and now they added this first tab, which is calendar. So this is really cool because every single week now we have a calendar hooked into our events. I can't tell you, like, that's so cool that they already put it. So you know what event is coming, you know what's going on every single day, what ones we're in the middle of, and you know, like, what's upcoming as well. Like Hero Growth Path is coming, and Moonstone Blessing. Who doesn't get excited for some Moonstone Blessing? I mean, you know how much we love that around here. But just telling you basically how long the events last and what's upcoming is pretty cool. That's a pretty good bump for the game. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of them doing that. Yeah, Vader. So I'll go back to your question about the tanks. Tank versus tank is coming out. You're gonna have to. You gotta wait. I'm still testing through the nose of tank versus tank for the videos. I am going to then also do more tank once I have my exclusive weapon for Vader. It doesn't get much better than Moonstone. It really, my God, that's not the worst friggin' thing in this game is that stupid Moonstone. It's such a slap in the face for people that spend money. Anyway, yeah, so Tank vs. Tank video is coming. I have a couple videos that'll be out probably. Honestly, it'll probably be next week. I'll have some videos coming out. We'll see about the Tank vs. Tank. I will have some tech videos. I know everybody kept texting me for the tech videos. I do have the tech videos coming out soon. I'm gonna try to work on finish the Tank vs. Tank because I did want to take the exclusive weapon with Williams, and I wanted to up that to 30 and then run some things again. So I'm never happy with how many tests I run. Like I love the testing part of things to see the results and see like what's variable, what's not. So I'm sticking out. One thing I can tell you from the Tank vs. Tank out of all the testing that I'm doing is at least for the Tank vs. Tank people that I keep switching around and trying, there are some very clear winners in regards to what the lineup should be. So that is good. That is great to see because I know the air ones were a little bit closer for some of them. Again, that air is so hard because of that stun, and plus it was air versus tank, right? I can't wait because my last one in the video when we get done with tank is going to be missile versus tank. So that's going to be interesting, right? Everybody wants to see what missile versus tank is because that's the first one that we do that's against, to see like what's the lineup that is best against that. And we'll do a whole bunch of mixed squad stuff to see what we can make with that one. Like who knows what's going to end up being the high results out of that and what location. But yeah. So anyway, that is going to be coming soon enough next week, Vader. And maybe I will be satisfied with my testing to release the results next week. That will be my hope. We shall see. Okay. Right before reset here, let me just get into a quick review. Somebody wanted, so I will hook you up. They are a bunch of these things, so I'm just going to do them one at a time for reset. So let me look at you. Dirty Dova, season just ended. They released T11s with the holiday sale right around the corner. Low to moderate spender. What should I focus on? Not T11s. So Dirty Dova, not T11s. How about that? Don't focus on that. It's if you're a low spender, you shouldn't be focusing on T11s. You've got other things that you need to do, and they're too expensive, and it's just not. It's just not worth it. All right. Your squad's 52, 38, and 34. Okay. Straight up. No surprises. Okay. You're on the right. Got it. Gorilla. Okay. 175s. There we go. 30, 30 and 30. Diva and Lucius. Okay, proper order. Proper order. I like it. 30 30s. That's good. That's good. Carly, I honestly, I would go with the defense for the exclusive. Like the big boom that you're gonna get at level 30 for Skylar is that you get a guaranteed stun. And I've talked about this before. Like, I don't think guaranteed stun is that amazing of a thing. Just to be honest with you, like every battle that I fought with Skylar prior to getting that exclusive weapon, the battle's long enough, you get a stun. You get a stun. How unlucky do you have to be to fight a battle and not get a stun? Like, I mean, go fight your air battle right now. Like, and then watch the video. Tell me you don't get a stun if you don't have a level 30 Skylar. Like, you're getting a stun. I get stunned all the time from people. I would fight this person right here, and I would get stunned like 6 times. I remember when I was Air Squad, before I switched to Missile, Skylar would drive me nuts. There was no exclusive weapon. There wasn't this level 30 crap. And Skylar would stun the crap out of me, and I'd lose battles all the time to somebody who wasn't even as strong as me. It would drive me nuts with the air. It's partly one of the reasons why I had to change. I went to Missile, because I was like, I couldn't take the inconsistency of it. It was driving me nuts. And then I would do the same thing. Like, I could fight somebody stronger than me, and I would win one battle. I'd win one. But I'd lose 12 in a row after that, because I couldn't stun, the 6 times that I was able to stun that one fight. Yeah, it drive me nuts. Your gear already, I love your gear. You got a front damage dealer. I mean, again, it's up to you. Inconsistent. Looks like in this battle it might be all right because you're going against another front damage dealer. You're isolating it. If you lost this battle though, I would switch it and see what you do with and put that gear on your defense, and then try to run that. I would love to see where you're putting your gear here, because I'd like this, but what does Lucius look like in this? Like, I'd love to see Lucius gear. I don't know if you share. Oh, you did share it. Yeah, so just a radar. Okay. So, okay. I like it. Yep. You did a good job. Good job filling out your gear. Yep. Low priority gun, low priority chip for your defense. Like it. Fine. I would put Lucius in the front. And then run that Diva behind the wall. But those are the numbers. Yeah, skills look good. Yep. Don't worry about the gun. Don't worry about the auto. Yeah, no problem so far there, Dirty Dova. You're looking good. Get that mythic. Get another mythic. Even in the bad here, you don't have a mythic on the gun for Morrison. Get your defense done with mythic. I know you have here. You have 2 already, and this would be good with Lucius. I would have told you. If you had Diva like this, I would have put another gun on Morrison for your second damage dealer. But I would get the shield for Lucius and finish Lucius. So that's just me, because I love to have the radar shields and then have a fully stocked Diva right behind that, and then you add another damage dealer with a red gun behind that. You're going to be dialed in. That's good stuff. Also, Dirty Dova, you were saying you're just getting the T11s. Try Sarah in this lineup. Well, I don't know if you just ended the season, you just did this on the 13th. Yeah, you got a long time. I would try Sarah. You got a long time. If you just ended the season, anybody who finished season 4 going into season 5, it's a big break. It's a long break. I don't know how long we've been out now. Vader, what's it been since we've been out? It feels like a long time. But whatever. Do you have any battle reports? I know you saw. Oh yeah, I do actually. I do have some battle reports of that I ran. I'll show you that. 153, 160. Okay, yep. Your Dirty Dova. So your drone at 153 you're perfect. Don't rush anymore. Don't worry about it. Go at slow pace. There's no need to push your drone. Work on your chips. Your drone just chip away at. You can do 1, 2, 3 for verses just to get your verses 7, like your points. You're a low spender, so you're not going to be able to, like, you have to decide to where you're going to put your money on your drone when you're a low spender. Don't put it on your levels. Just go up slowly. You're fine. I'd rather see you push your chips. Not much you can do about components. I mean, your components are going to be what they are. Good job with Gorilla. I like how you're not pushing it. Don't spend a lot of money or time on it. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. And you're building your levels on your Gorilla. They look great where you're putting your money. Anything you want, the bond. And other than that, I like how you're not putting the money in the Gorilla. It's fine. Doing good. 1 mastery. Love the 1 mastery. Get this defense built up with it, though, too. But you're good. Your percentages are pretty good here. 64. Hopefully your last 4 of hero are done. Where units are good. Yeah, I would like to see you finish the last. There's so much power in those last 4 of hero. Make sure you get those done. I know they're expensive, but if they're already done, then don't worry. If you're 88% because your second squad, third squad, or something are at the bottom and they're not done, no problem. Don't worry about it, and keep doing this. And your percentages are good here. You got this at 60. I see this now. I thought that was 19. You 69%. This is good. You're completing this and this at the same time. All your attack power. Yeah, your tech's looking really good. You're in good shape. You're in good shape. Yeah, you're building out right. You're building out right. You're gonna be happy with this as you continue to grow, because you set yourself up for a smart future. I love that you're engineer. You didn't do war leader. That's smart off season right now. That's where you should be. Yeah, listen, Dirty Double, you are a classic example of you're fantastic. It looks great. Put your money in your gear. Keep building out that gear. That's how I said your best bet is. Push your Carly weapon as your next weapon, and I would say don't worry about your drone level past 150 now. Like slow roll it. You're a low spender. Put your money in your gear and your time on drone in your skill chips. That's where your best bet is. But all right, cool. Dirty Dova. Good stuff. Good man. All right. Yes, battle reports. I do. Let's take a look at what it looks like. I don't know. So I put Morrison. We saw this by the main whale up there, who I said is a great guy, by the way. Hulk's a great guy too. Then you got 2. And Deer, fantastic. You got Ouija. Listen, three fantastic whales right now at the top. So this Ouija was nice enough to allow us to see stuff. And when we were looking at his squads, we saw Morrison in the front. We said, I wonder what that would look like if we ran it like that. And so we did. We put Morrison in the front to see what the results are. I beat. Here's something. I beat his missile squad with my air squad, Vader. 73 million, but that's because of my Gorilla. His missile squad is incredibly strong, 69.1. Let's see. 2020, okay, he's losing there to me. Gear, I got him in gear, so that's probably the primary reason for the win, not because of the Morrison stuff. He's strong, 250 in drone. This is exactly, by the way, guys, this is exactly what I say about the drone again, right? This is a common occurrence that's happening. Look at the level difference of drone. This is why I just gave the advice to don't worry and go at your drone level slow. Look at the difference. 218 to 250. I'm beating people constantly with their drone level through the roof. This is happening all the time. I would not focus on that. I would rather have and drawn out my chips than I would for the drone. But it's like all the time it's happening. It's crazy. Like that level is just crazy difference. 250. He's maxed out. Whatever. Okay, just looking at his other stuff here. Oh, he's got that tactical weapon that can't be touched here. 24% to my 0. And not overcoming anything. So look, he did tactical weapon before he completed a mastery. Logic. I don't understand. I'm not what I would do. Not what I advise you to do. I would not advise this. I don't know why, you're going to get all 3 of these when you can get plenty of power. It's all power. Deco looks good. His tactical cards, he's stacked up. He's the attacker, probably double attacker at 12%. Beating me there. He's got T11s. His quantity and morale are incredibly low for this team. Just priority-wise on this third team, like putting percentages into missile mastery of 25%, but then doesn't have any kind of quantity in this. Just weird. Who's he? And it's 5 missile. It's just like, I don't know if he doesn't have his missile center built out or what's going on there. All right, so Morrison in the front. I mean, I don't know. I would think Morrison would get more in the back row than the front. Not sure I quite understand the strategy. That I'm seeing it anyway. I don't know. Granted, he doesn't have mythics on for his shield and radar, but and look at, he just gets blasted, which is what you would expect before I started the battle, right? Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I won, but I don't know. All right, let's look at another one. Let's see what else he did. All right, I lost this one. Again, missile 71.4 to 73.5. This person beat me, but it looks like their gear. This gear looks much stronger. Maybe their first team. So I don't know that this is really a fair comparison. Because this is not my first team, and I would guess this is their first team just looking at it. So probably a poor take on whether this is going to work or not. And this is the problem, but they do sandboxing versus doing this type of testing. See how many variables there are? This is what I'm talking about. This is why I do the sandboxing. Because there's just so many variables in this. Like, you're looking at how different everything is. With the exclusives, you got to line up. You're looking at the tech. Where's his victories coming from? The deco. There's just so much crap to look at in this. You got it. You have to do the lineup changes in the sandboxing against one team. You can't do it against three. Yeah, his mastery's out. This is his first team. So I don't know. I'm gonna throw that one out. Let's see this one. All right, so 65. So I lost to this one. This is a good comparison one. Because this doesn't have their 65, so this is an 8.5 million difference. That all looks equal. So the gear is 7.8, 7.8. Isn't that crazy that the power is the same, 7.8 and 7.8? And he's got almost all reds. And this is why he won. I mean, he's got the counter from all the reds, so I would guess that's where he's getting that from. 282, 204, okay. Gorilla's where I'm getting the advantage anyway, and got that fake power. 4% tactical, 0.8. 8% on the chips, T11s. Yeah, I mean, this is more telling, I think, though, honestly. Like, his gear is better, but it's more telling. because he blows them out. I don't see Morrison helping in this regard. Yeah, I mean, look, but Morrison, out of everybody else, look at Morrison and look at everybody else. Morrison's dead. Yeah, so we need to watch the rest of the battle. I mean, Morrison got plastered. Nothing. 4.3. No more. Carly got the same thing. Back row. I imagine Morrison would have done better in the back row. I don't know. Let's look at one more. Sultans we already looked at. Rich beat him. Rich has got a strong missile, though. Yeah, hits his number 1 team. That's a poor comparison. Let's look at one we won. Oh, that's a poor team. Let's see. 59. Anybody have like a strong missile that we beat? 51. I mean, a lot of people's missile is their third, so that's why it's hard to comparison to. Interesting. So this one's interesting because I beat him this one, and he put missile against my air. Okay, here's the last one we'll look at right here because this is interesting. So he lost to me when he put missile against air and tank against missile, and then he threw his number 1 squad probably, or close to it anyway. Or he throws his tank against my tank. That's easy because my tank is terrible. And then he beats this. So 65.5, no gorilla, against 70.1. His gear. I mean, his gear, yeah. So, gear is just wallops me. So, forget about it. That's what it is. I'd have to put, I guess for the Morrison test, in order to see how this really works, I'm going to have to put all my top gear on my air and let it roll so we can look at this test tomorrow. I'm gonna have to make a note to switch my. I'm gonna make a note for myself. I'll switch my gear tomorrow night, right before the end of this 3v3, so that we can see how my full gear air does with Morrison in the front. So it's a fair comparison. I'm telling you. It drives me nuts that we're doing all this because at least it's showing you that my sandbox tests are much better because I take out the variables. So I'll add red gear. Okay. At least make a note for myself to do that at reset tomorrow. All right, and I'll have more tests for you tomorrow in regards to Morrison because I have to throw that out. I mean, there's just too much with the gear. It's got to be all red gear to go through it. All right. Don't get more. Do you have any bad report? Morrison? That's impressive. What's impressive, Fake Vader? The real Vader. How dare you? You can't take over real Vader from the real Vader. The real Vader's support of WWC is way too strong to try to take over that name. Should have picked a different person. All right, let's see. We're gonna do here. Mobilization, custom weekly. This stuff's good. Gorilla. So, yeah, a couple things for myself that I'm looking at for this Gorilla. I was talking with somebody about, and that's these skills. I just don't care about these skills. I keep like slowly just adding whatever I get to up these skills. But yeah, I just don't. The gorilla does nothing for me anymore. I'm not putting much into the gorilla anymore. I just slowly like move it up, and then that's all I care about. I'm not moving it. I don't care. I've done enough with the gorilla. I've put enough time, money, everything into the gorilla. The bond rating, I will continue to move from the bounty hunter event, as I told you. That's the only thing for me that looks worthwhile. Everybody else, I beat people that are 600. They have their skills in 3v3. They have their skills, their special training at 600. They get in the 600s. Go ahead, get in the 600s. It's not worth it. It's like the exclusives. It's like beating people that have exclusives, that are using the extra shards for exclusives. It's not doing anything to me. Yeah. All right, so I gotta help. This person wants me to help them. And GRT, that's the other thing I've been doing. I've been trying to help all these guys through. I told them, here's the thing on the lower alliance. So one of the things I tried to tell them was, is this person still on even? Can't Kachimbo? I've been trying to tell them to help them to run general. If people are going to help you, because I told them all, run level 6. Run level 6 general, because while I'm at the alliance, I can kill them all for you. If you're used to not being able to beat them all, go ahead and choose 6-star or whatever star you can choose, and I'll kill them for you. But here's something that you should do too if you're running in your alliance. Have your alliance help you, but I told them only run a one squad, one hero team. If I'm gonna beat it, there's no sense in you losing troops. So run a one hero squad for when you're gonna kill it, and just allow me to absorb the full general's trial to kill it all. Because I can kill it without a problem. There's no sense in you losing troops. So that's what I was telling these guys. Hey, still on. Yeah. Oops. All right. So I'll help these guys out. Yeah, other than that, I don't have any other tests tonight to run, other than Warzone will be this week again. 71 versus 107 is this week. I will have it on here. We'll do it live, and then anybody who had that clip online, we'll do it live. Edit, we'll do it live. Yeah, I will. I'll broadcast that, and then we'll do the finals for it. And, oh, he got it. All right, cool. See? Didn't need me after all. And then we'll, on Saturday, we will go ahead and broadcast it up for the war Saturday. Yeah, I do have something that I think I'm going to announce soon. I'm not going to announce it tonight. I think I'm going to, maybe I'll announce it this weekend. I have to do a couple things first just to solidify, to make sure that it can run everything, whatever. To tell you the truth, one of the things I need to do is freaking, like, call Cox, or maybe I got to, like, look at the internet and figure that out. Like, it's driving me nuts. But yeah, there's going to be, I definitely have an announcement coming up that we're going to do, and I'll run, and we go, what do you got, Vader? Vader, didn't you have something for me to do? Look at, there was something you sent me. Is this the one that you sent me the other day? No, this guy's stealing your name too, Lord Vader. You got it. You're getting it all around, man. Vader, they're getting you in the WWC chat. They're getting you in the. I think somebody shared something I was going to share. Was it you, Vader, at the end that I didn't get a chance to cut to? Was it this one? Was this the one that we were looking at? I said I would share. Oh yeah, you said this guy needs your help. That's what you said when you sent it over. This poor guy. Pitts Joe. Joe Pitts. Joe Pitts needs to up his level. What is he? He's level 33. Get your Williams to 20. I'm sure that's what he's doing. Okay, I don't know. Already, I don't know what Pitts Joe is doing. Maybe he did this early on when he's really wasting stuff doing that. Like, I don't know what he's doing there. Although Vader's doing it too. I don't know what Vader's up to over here. Everybody's experimenting around here. Don't experiment with that. You're wasting exclusives. Let's see. Okay, so what do you? Oh yeah, what is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. Okay, so come on, everybody. Everybody's played this game long enough. No, like this person has no plan. That's the problem here, right? Like they just don't have any structure of what they're. He's got the defensive guns to 3. I mean, I'm gonna have to message him. I don't know what he's doing here, but it's no bueno. I would take those guns. I'd put them on the I don't know what his second squad is. I don't know what he's running, but he's better off taking those and putting them on his second squad for like maybe air, maybe like give it to Diva and Morrison, and just move on with your life. Like this is no bueno, man. I mean, you could have yeah, that's a no. Okay. This is fine. There's nothing wrong here. Oh, yeah, okay. So I got no problem with his chips, building those to 5, so he's doing fine there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can do components anyway. Stop building the gorilla. I know, Vader, that's one of the things you were saying, right, about this gorilla? Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Like, the amount of money that this person, I don't know if this person is low spender or mid spender, but everybody, like, please don't do this. I mean, he's dumping money in Gorilla. Like, I mean, his special training is almost 300s. For looking at the rest of his team, I mean, that shouldn't be the main place that your money's going. It's wild. Again, with the splitting of the mastery, I gonna lose my crap, man. I don't understand what are we doing out here? What are we doing? If your tank is your main team, just complete your tank mastery. What are you splitting like a whale? I don't understand it. Act like you're a whaler. That's a lot of valor you're putting into your air. But now I know your air mastery. Then please take those guns and put them over on with Morrison and Diva. That's what I figured your second team was. But holy cripe, 20% he's got his aircraft mastery up to. I guess it's, and look at his deco. He's definitely spending money. I mean, look at his deco. It's 2.7 at this stage. 100% spending money. I don't mind you doing that. I think that's good. Splitting the attacker and defender. Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to fix your gear. You got to stop with the splitting of the mastery, and I don't know. Yeah, the gorilla. Stop spending all your money in your gorilla. What a lot of money. I mean, jeez, spending that much money in your gorilla. Oof. Cripes. What do you got here, Vader? What is it? Oh, again, it's your Lord Vader guy. Look, there you go. There's somebody who knows what they're doing. I love it. I love it. Although I don't love this. Forget it. To take it back. I take it all back. I take it all back. A red mythic on Carly? And you don't have any of your shield or radar on, like, Morrison? Man. I gotta stop. Look at this. 4 dots on... I mean, I guess you're down to 4 dots anyway. You'd rather have your chips. I don't know. Like, yeah. Okay. I have to stop looking at these things. I'm gonna have an aneurysm tonight. Looking at this stuff. 172, 76, 99. Another person. At least it's better. The other person was almost 300s of their special training. This is pretty high for where they are in low spender as well, but better than the other one. I mean, jeez. Another split into the mastery. Split into the mastery. He's air is his number one team. He could have almost had it air done. He's split into mastery. I can't do it. I can't do it tonight. Oof, my goodness. What are you doing over here, Vader? What are you doing? What are you doing with your? What is this in? You got. Why do you have your training on when you're fighting in? When you're fighting in Winter Storm or whatever was that Canyon? Why'd you put speed training on for Canyon? And this person's war leader. Guys, this is going to be it tonight. I can't do it. I honestly, tonight's not the night. I can't. This is craziness. I really. Not tonight. I can't do it. You can't be war leader, guys. You're low. Anybody who's a low spender, you should not be war leader. And by the way, if you find yourself listening to this, and you're right now, you look at yourself and go, oh crap, what's he talking about? Why? Because I'm war leader. Change right now. Just do yourself a favor, if not me. Just change yourself right now to engineer. If you are not in the middle of a season, if you have just finished your season or you are in an off season, then go ahead and change yourself to engineer. Please, please, for the love of God. There is no reason for you, unless you are in the top strength of your server, unless you are really going to win these battles, like for beating these people, you should not be war leader. There's just too much free stuff that you're getting from engineer, and you need to be engineer at the start of a season anyway. There's no point in being war leader. I understand if you're war leader when you get into the season and it helps your team when you're like defending and you're attacking so much in the season and everything else, it makes sense. But when you're in the off season, guys, and you're going to begin a season, be engineer. It's okay. Be selfish. It's how you're going to build your account. All of that is money. Extra stuff equals money. Just do that. If you get anything from tonight, take that and do something with it. There's a time on it. Couldn't change. Oh, it's a lockdown? Oh no, is that a lockdown like the other skill chip was, or the tactic card was? I know this one is. The training one is as well. Oh, day cooldown. Yeah. Day cooldown. I'm surprised you didn't use it today, though. I'm surprised you didn't use it like after the canyon today, because you're gonna speed up the train. You just use it for the entire week. Maybe just using it all week long to speed up your stuff. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. You know what? One thing I'm going to tell you, I noticed, I was talking to Hulk about too, because I didn't understand it. They removed, so I had on my list, I was going to buy all the speed ups that's in the mobilization event for going into season 5. Yeah, that makes sense, Vader. You just leave it all week and then you switch it over to the war. Gotcha. Oh, good. They took away speed ups for a mobilization event. I'm like, I had it on my bingo card that I wanted to get speed ups to get ready for the season. I have it all calculated out to get all my speed ups, and they're gone. They took them out of here. And so I don't know what's going on. I'm like, so now they're going to have them. I guess they have speed ups. What's next? Bounty event next? Or glittering? What's next? Glitter? Bounty? What's next? October wallpaper. Is there not an October calendar? That's season 4 event. Isn't there? I thought there was a calendar. Season 5, new event. They have October wallpaper. I thought there was an October calendar. So they took away the calendar here, and they only put the calendar in the events. But then I can't move ahead at all. It only lets me see the upcoming week. Here we go. Bounty Hunter next? Okay. So Bounty Hunter has speed ups in it. Well, I hope it does. I don't know. Maybe they took out the speed ups for Bounty Hunter. I don't know. Yeah, I know, Vader. I'm like, I need them for the season. I need them for upcoming. But the Bounty, I guess next week. Bounty Hunter has speed ups. So I'll be getting all the speed ups out of that store. And then Glitter Event, I hope, still has speed ups. That's right after. So we'll have to get it from Glitter Event, and Bounty Hunter is the only place for speed ups because they're no longer in the they're no longer in here. So we'll have to figure that out and do that. All right. So Bounty Hunter still has speed ups for me. No. Bounty Hunter does. Yeah. Bounty Hunter has them. Mobilization event got updated and they took them away from mobilization event. But Bounty Hunter will still have them. I mean, thank goodness, because I'll do it. Also, one more thing. I just wanted to check here. Still no front. I know we were talking about the front hero. I don't know if anybody changes. That's where we saw the Morrison. No front hero. See, no front damage dealer. This one had Morrison, yeah. And Tesla. King doesn't have any. This person had one, I think. Oh, see, so this person updated theirs. Because I believe that when we looked at them earlier in the week, they had at least Diva as a damage dealer. But you see, there's no front damage dealers. That's really crazy. Let's see, Dark Witcher. And again, another one doing Morrison. Is he in the same alliance as him? Yeah, he's in the same alliance as him. He's just copying him, but I don't see it. We'll find out. I'll put all the gear on there and we'll get to the bottom of it. Okay, so out of the top 10 people, out of 3 teams, so out of 30 teams in the top 10, there are only 2, 3, 4. I think there's 4. I think there's 4 teams out of 30 that they're doing the front damage dealer. Out of the strongest people in 3v3. So, yeah, I'm telling you, it's not as sound as you believe. Like I don't. The testing didn't show it for Diva. So, yeah, I don't know. Not liking it, but it works. So when you wanna have that one battle and see if you can win, but the longevity of it to just keep your teams set like that, yeah. Not working. I tried the Swift in the front too, by the way. I don't know, did I switch it already? I might have switched it. Yeah. I switched up. I was trying it in the truck battles just to see what the damage is for the upfront Swift stuff, but I don't get consistency even from the truck stuff that I run. So like 1 minute I beat somebody that's stronger, and then 1 minute I'll lose the battle. So it's, I try to fight the stronger people just to see what happens when I lose. One I was able to win, and then the rest of them I just continue to lose. So whatever. We'll run those tests and find out the truth behind the damage dealer coming up for tank. And that's it. All right, everybody. That's it. I will keep coming with your account reviews. I will have you for War this weekend. We will do a whole lot of War. Probably do some late night Friday. Doubt I'll be on from a reset perspective on Friday night, but I will be popping on for Kill Event. Just not sure what time. And I'm sure you all will be out there killing just fine tomorrow. And then we will be broadcasting Saturday morning for me, bright and early for the war against 107. All right? So I will see you, some of you, tomorrow night. Otherwise, I know I'll see most of you for the 107 war. Wish us luck with that. QB18 out. What are you saying? Hold on, Vader. What are you saying? How close to 80 million? Oh, I'm not close. I'm not close. 76. 76, my man. 76. Not close to 80 million. Long way to go. Hopefully for season 5. We'll see. We'll get it going. We'll take it. All right, everybody. Have a good night. QB18 out.